Before we begin this week's video, I want to thank Zen for pitching in the tennis ball tier. Thanks so much, Zen. Heyo everyone, Misha be barkin' here. I can confidently say I never thought I'd be making a video about Lindsay Lohan when I started this channel. Life really comes at you fast, doesn't it? Anyway, this video is unscripted, so it's probably gonna flow a little less well than my other videos, so bear with me on that. If you haven't heard, Lindsay Lohan's doing an NFT now. It seems like a bunch of celebrities are just like, man, my career is banging. I should do an NFT. So they're partnering with someone named Canine Cartel NFT and are apparently selling a NFT of their Sona? Dude, I don't even know. Someone named Illumination City sent me a Rolling Stones article that we're gonna read today. Keep a watch on their channel, I'll link it in the description because I think they're doing a more in-depth video about it. So yeah, definitely look out for that. Anyway, let's read this. Fuck. Furries really hate Lindsay Lohan's furry NFT. There's no style or panache here. I don't know what that word is. One furry sniffs of Lindsay Lohan's Fursona NFT. I don't know what it is. When furries make furry puns, it's kind of cringe, but when non-furries make puns about furry stuff, makes me cringe to a whole new level, and I don't know why. Because we live in an alternate timeline. God, what gave you that idea? The amount of shit that's been happening recently. There's a theory that the world did end in 2012, and we've just been living in a simulation since then, and honestly, that's the one tinfoil hat theory I'm willing to believe. Anyway, today, September 30th, Lindsay Lohan tweeted an image of herself as an anthropomorphic dog, or her Fursona, to promote an auction to the Canine Cartel, an online community that offers NFTs, non-fungible tokens, of special dog avatars. So I guess Canine Cartel is like this NFT thing where you make a dog Sona and then you get to buy it as an NFT for some fucking reason so that you own rights to it. It just seems really stupid to me, but whatever, you do you, I guess. Also, I love that her Sona is a dog, but doesn't have ears, and doesn't have a tail, but the tail could just be hidden, but like, look at Misha's ears, man. You should be able to see the ears if it's a dog. It's official, I'm a friend of the cartel, Lohan tweeted alongside a dog emoji. It's the first NFT, the Canine Cartel NFT is minting for the collection, and you've got a chance to own it. Bidding starts at 0.3 Ethereum, which translates to about 1,500 human dollars. Jesus Christ, for a picture? For a picture that's not even yours? Like, listen, I get it. There's some ridiculous prices when it comes to art commissions, like stuff I'll never be able to afford, stuff that just seems like a ridiculous price to put towards art. But if people are willing to pay for it, that's fine, but why would you be willing to pay for something like this when it's not even your Sona? Oh, you get to own the rights to someone else's Sona. What the what? I just don't get it. And the thing is, if you ask any of the NFT elitists, like on Twitter or anything, they're just like,
well, you don't own an NFT, so you don't get it. You're just not cool enough.
And then usually some clown emojis, but who the fuck cares, dude? Go outside. Lohan's foray. Are we doing this? I guess we're doing this. Foray. Stop making puns, please. Into the anthropomorphized creature community prompted widespread derision on social media, with her name trending on Twitter on Thursday afternoon. You're goddamn right it did. I was like, oh, I wonder why Lindsay Lohan's trending. It's also worth noting that this is far from the first time Lohan has attached her name to a dubious product, as Rolling Stones reported back in November when she appeared in a fart-themed TikTok ad for an What? I'm not gonna show that for obvious reasons, but if you want to see Lindsay Lohan apparently talk about farting, more power to ya. But the real question is not why Lohan would auction off an NFT of her Fursona. The real question is, what do furries think of it? Flat D, perhaps even a D-, says Colin Space Tween. What a name! It reminds me in a way of frequently insecure straight artists rendering furries diminish, I don't know what that means, and reduce furry traits as to not commit to what you're doing. Ears covered. Why? Feels like you're avoiding animal traits on purpose. Honestly, this barely looks like an animal. Like the only thing that's animalistic is the nose, and arguably the fur, but it's like they took every step to relate it to furry without it being furry. And honestly, that's a whole nother can of worms, but it seems like celebrities have been doing that lately, where they will use the furry community as a sort of clout machine without actually committing to being in the furry community or working with them, you know? It was like when Lil Nas did the whole fursuit thing, and then that just died off. He's never spoke of it again. There were actual furry commissioners offering to make him a suit, and instead he bought a discount Revolo. Now, he could have very well not have known, but we keep seeing multiple examples of this happening, with Lindsay Lohan barely making a Sona just to sell it off as an NFT. Then they had the iCarly thing where they used it as a one-off joke, and then yeah, just with the Lil Nas thing, it just feels like celebrities are kind of using the furry furry community to shit on it and get clout from it. But like I said, that's a whole nother can of worms. It's weird how there's no ears shown since furry characters have ears shown on the top of the head. Yeah, if you're gonna have a dog Sona, it's gonna have ears. Part of the reason some furries aren't happy about Lohan's NFT is because of the demonstrable negative environmental effects of crypto art in general, due to the high levels of carbon dioxide emissions generated by cryptocurrency transactions. A lot of the design actually seems to be made so they can quickly swap out colors and such, which makes sense given the nature of NFTs, says Cade, a furry 3D artist, adding that he finds the art of middling quality. Yeah, the thing about the whole NFT machine is there's multiple things where you just quickly, like, you remember those old, like, girl websites where it was like, oh my god, create your own avatar and then dress them up? It kind of feels like that, but you get to sell it for thousands of dollars afterwards. People aren't buying it because it looks good. People are buying it because of the name attached to it. Cade says he believes the artwork is lower quality because many furry artists would receive backlash if they took an NFT commission. Most of the top tier furry artists and furriers at large, but not all, stand against NFTs due to the environmental impact of them. Ultimately, if Lohan's goal in auctioning off her Fursona NFT was to court the furry demographic, she may very well have missed the mark. There's no style or panache here, says Space Twinks. Nothing that says Lindsay Lohan. Nothing that makes it an interesting piece of art, furry or otherwise. So yeah, that's the article. I want to give my thoughts on it real quick. I genuinely don't know what to say. It just feels like a cash grab to appeal to the furry community, which they missed, by the way. It just feels like a cash grab to use the name furry to garner clout and clicks and views, because for some people, bad publicity is still publicity, and more people hear about Lindsay Lohan. I'd forgotten Lindsay Lohan even existed. I don't know if she's been in anything recently, but now here I am talking about her to all of you. So in a sense, it worked. And then you've got the NFT snobs that are like, oh my god, Lindsay Lohan is so cool for doing this. But yeah, using an environmentally disastrous method to get your name out there is kind of fucked. Not to mention shitting on the community in the process. And this is just a one-off video because I wanted to talk about it because, I don't know, it seemed like an interesting subject. Because with art and NFTs, you're gonna get furries in NFTs as well, because a lot of us are artists, myself not included. I can't fucking draw. But who knows, maybe I could shit something out and sell it as an NFT. I'm not gonna do that, don't worry. But yeah, that's the end of this video, because I genuinely have nothing else to talk about. I don't care enough to dive deeper. I know that Illumination City is planning on making a video on it, so definitely check them out. I think they're gonna go a little more in depth than I did. Like I said, I just wanted to read the article and shit on it. So yeah, the shitting is complete. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!